Good morning. My name is Michael R. Roser, and I am Chief Coaching Facilitator and co-founder of my company, Strategic Life Coaching, LLC. Please join me for this video and others at my website, abundantlifeslc.com. And the reason I'm smiling this morning, guys, after yesterday's video, I go to my morning meeting, as you guys all know, and we're back live, wearing masks and doing our thing to stay safe, social distancing. And out of the car jumped a wonderful spiritual man that I have not seen in a while, being in Florida, and also just, the virus and keeping us all, quarantined. And just the smile on his face and the greeting and, oh my God, Roser, I watched your video yesterday. I never watch anything for 9 minutes. I don't have the patience, but that was really, really good. And, we talked and jazzed each other and just wonderful stuff. And he said, while you were saying that, I just kept thinking of the great Wizard of Oz, that man behind the curtain and all of that stuff that we put in front of us and the facade and camouflage that you were talking about. And obviously that just warmed my heart. That movie, being the first one in color and it's just endeared itself to not only adults but adolescents for years. And, as I was thinking about it, well, certainly, the Wizard of Oz, and he was busted as and I'll call him Ken said, and he was still trying to shut everything down so he wouldn't be, but obviously the gig was up and the secret was out. And I got to thinking about, our four people in that movie, Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. And they all needed something, so they thought. And so they began that journey, the yellow brick road. And we're going to go see the Wizard of Oz because he's great and he's going to be able to solve all of these things for us. And so they began their journey. And obviously in that journey, they were given some power, some slippers and ruby slippers. And then they had their antagonists along the way that wanted to throw them off that journey and wanted to create doubt and fear inside of them. And they had some protagonists along the way, the Good Witch, who was there to keep everybody calm and keep everybody focused and keep everybody heading in the right direction. So they get to the wizard, of course, and like most people, if we put too high of expectations on any human being, as it turns out, they are going to give us impossible tasks and expectations that they want us to live up to that we simply can't. So go get the witch's broom and bring it back, fully expecting that was not going to occur. Well, by God, they did it. And they came back and, he was found out, and wow, it's just a human being, a frail human being. But the point that I was making is the facade that the great and powerful Oz had put forth wasn't as good, as it turns out, as who he really was when you peeled off the curtain. So what did he do then? Turned out to be a really great guy, a really profound guy, a very knowledgeable and wise man, foibled as he is. So what does he do? He says, look, Scarecrow, you already have a brain. The only thing you don't have is a diploma attesting to the fact that you have a brain. And he gave the Scarecrow the diploma, and instantly, as I was trying to describe along this process, the Scarecrow felt better and felt validated. The lesson is that he always had a brain, and the journey that he went on to get to that point, going through the protagonists and antagonists in our life, he gets there, he's already shown that he's got a brain. Same thing with the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion. So what does he do for the Tin Man? He says, all you need, you have a heart, look what you just did, and he says, all you need is a testimonial. All as you need is some proof that you have this heart, which you already have experienced. So here you go, here's a testimonial. And the Tin Man, like the Scarecrow, felt better instantly because they made that journey. They were on that journey. Finally, we get to the Cowardly Lion, and he's, all you need is a medal. All you need is some recognition of what you've already done. You already have courage. He feels better instantly. Been on the journey, continuing on the journey. Then we get to Dorothy, the hard one, where, gee, I don't have a solution for you to get home. And what did she find? As all of us find, we're always home. We're always, that's inside of us. It is for me now. It never used to be. I was trying to fix my insides with other people's outsides. I was expecting them to be God to solve my problems instantly. And that's not the way it works. So I joined a spiritual program. There's 12 steps to it. That's the yellow brick road. And I didn't want to go on that because I had no faith that if I did those 12 steps, that I would be relieved of my addiction. So I started one step, one day at a time. And as of this video, 860 of those days have occurred in my life that I have not resorted to or returned to a destructive chemical that was the curtain that was keeping me unable to be the person that I truly am, to actually be helpful. And I found out, as the wizard found out, that he actually has good things. He actually has the ability to help people. He doesn't need the curtain, and he doesn't need the flames, and he doesn't need this grotesque picture that he was portraying to everybody else. That's not great and powerful at all. It's camouflage. And I think that movie endears itself to us after all of these years because of that. That's the life lesson. That's what I'm trying to get out is, guys, inside of each and every one of us is that home, is that comfort. That's our soul, in my humble opinion, what we're bringing to life. And everybody's different. Everybody's capacity for change is different. But if we get on that yellow brick road and we start trying to improve ourselves and get to a destination, not relying on any human beings and creating undeliverable expectations on their part, we're going to be disappointed. The only way I see for this, in my experience, is I have to do this myself. And along the way, when I was stumbling or whatever, I accessed other people, other good witches, to help me to stay focused, stay calm, and stay on that road. And I hope I don't get emotional right now, but I probably will. My brother John gave everybody in life nicknames. Anybody who knows him, my nickname was Cow. And so, but he coined my grandmother Doris Nye, and he called her Good Witch. And I did, and so did my other brother Phil. She was Good Witch to us, precisely because of that movie. And I'm telling you, that woman was attractive. That woman carried God with her. That woman prayed for rain for the crops, but not too much. That woman prayed for no hail. That woman was connected to the great outdoors, as I call it, literally for her survival. And she brought that to us, and we called her Good Witch because of it, because of that movie, because we saw her in that light. That's attractive. There are going to be the wicked witches of the West. We know that. They're there. They're going to remain there. And those people have to be avoided, and they have to be dealt with in a calm, pleasant manner. Get by them, stay the course, and hopefully we're all going to get to a point, just as our 4 guys did and gals, that we already have this stuff. We just have to ignite it, we have to bring it out, and we have to work on it on a daily basis, following that plan, following that road. Gosh, I hope that helps. Take care.